What's up, everybody? Intense Investor coming at you again for another lovely episode on my YouTube channel. I want to talk a little bit about Bitsgap and the earnings I've had over the past month. Tomorrow marks my first month using Bitsgap grid strategy trading bots. Just going to go over that, detail it, show you the profits I made, and that'll be it. I'll try to make it short and sweet. So you got 3 different plans with Bitsgap. They give you a 14-day free trial, and then you can upgrade to a $19 a month plan. That's a basic plan, $44 a month plan. That's an advanced plan, or a $110 a month pro plan. They each allow you to do different things. I'm using the pro plan because I want to take advantage of different trading pairs. It allows you 15 different active trading bots. The $44 a month plan lets you use 5 active trading bots, and then the $19 a month plan lets you do 2 active trading bots. I'm almost to the point where I could run some more bots, more than 15 bots, like 20 or 25, because there's some pairs I'd like to trade. There's just so many good pairs that you can trade. And plus, you got to look at this trading limit here. It's really easy to get to 25,000 or 100,000 trading limit with a grid bot. I'm already went over $1 million on my pro plan, so it's unlimited exchanges. But it'll pay for itself if you're using an account, even that's more than a few $1,000s. It'll make enough money to cover this. Anyway, there's a lot to it, but they keep it pretty simple. It's a lot simpler than CryptoHopper, I think. I mean, you can use it on 25 different cryptocurrency exchanges, you know, like BINANCE, KRAKEN, KUCOIN, COINBASE Pro, all the big ones. It constantly makes trades. You know, it makes a grid over the trading view, and you can watch it make trades based on the grid size that you set. And I'm going to show you how that's set up in a minute. But let's go look at my results and go through those really quick. I want to keep the video short because I know people got short attention spans and they got other things they want to do. But I'd highly recommend it. I think this is one of the most profitable opportunities I'm in right now. And the best thing about it is, like, if you use an exchange like KRAKEN, which is the most secure exchange in the US, I mean, it has like 4 or 5 layers of security. It has 2FAs that you gotta go through to get in the account. I mean, it has like a global lock on it. If you use something like that to keep your crypto on, and then you trade it with using your own bot that you're renting through Bitsgap, you pretty much got control of your crypto. You're not sending it somewhere else where somebody can just keep it. Now, I mean, there is risk with an exchange, but KRAKEN's one of the safest ones, so I do trust them. You know, but anything could happen. You know, anything's a risk. Life's a risk. They do got this nice FAQ on their website. I'm not going to go through every one of these because it's just boring and people don't care for it. But you can read it if you want to go there. I will put a link in the description and in the comment. If you'd like to join Bitsgap, you can, and try out the 14-day trial. I'd recommend it. Try to pick a good pair, you know, like ADA, USDT, USDC, you know, ETH, USDT, USDC. I like to do the Circle, the USDC coin from Circle. I just want to stay away from Tether because there's been some shiesty stuff going on with them, so I don't want to lose some money with that either. But anyway, let's get cracking. All right, so I kind of breezed through this last time fairly quickly. I'm gonna go over this dashboard. Up in the top, you got trading, This is your typical advanced view trading window. You can come in here, do some limit, market, stop limit orders on whatever pair you want to and whatever exchange you want to. Like I got BINANCE US, KRAKEN, and KUCOIN in there right now. Most of my funds is on KRAKEN. Down here you can see the bots running and what pair they're running on. Alright, that's basically it with this. And if you ever do like your own limit or market orders outside of what the bot is doing, you will also see those pop up here temporarily until it executes the limit order, you know, in the future, or when you got a stop loss or something, or the market order, it'll execute it instantly. As far as the bots, when you click on that, that'll take you to your main, really your main dashboard area that you see when you first log in. Over here you can pick a classic bot, which it said the classic bot is better for left to right kind of neutral trending market. I've been using the S bot. That's their newer one. It generates maximize return, so I've been using that. This is where you pick your exchange. So once you pick your exchange, you can pick your pair, whatever you want to trade, and then you slide to whatever dollar amount you want to use, right? And you can see it there. And this is based on whatever you got in your balances. Whatever's available here is what the bot is going to use to start itself. So if you don't got enough, it's going to tell you you cannot start several bots on the same trading pair. That's because I already got one of these running. Let's just pick one I don't got. Okay, like GB British pounds. Okay, so then okay, I don't got this one running. Look at that. Look at the candlesticks. Looks like a nice one actually. It's really volatile. Anyway, you see this grid levels. That's where you see these green little lines here. See that? These are the grids. So, you know, let's say I pick 50. See how you don't got that many now, you got 50. So let's pick 25. Okay, now you got 25. So you see, but then you got more profit between each of these levels, right? So your fee is going to be based between these grid levels. So if they're farther apart, you might not have as many fees as you would as if they're closer together, because when they're close like that, it's going to execute on every one of those grids. So then you'll have to pay the fee, the maker taker fee. You know, I got a lot of mine are running on 70 grid lines. The one I'm running on KUCOIN, the ADA USDC, is running on 100 grid lines. AVBTC is 75. A lot of these are 60, 70. I got some that are 40, like my Uni ETH pair, Link BTC 50. So, you know, I think that's a good range. Some people like to max this out. If you max it out, you can also, let me show you here. Come on. Okay. So if you max this out, you can also drag up the upper price and the lower price. So that'll also make the distance between your grids larger, right? Because watch this. When you shrink it up, it makes the distance smaller, which will make the percentage of what you're trading smaller. And you can see it change here too. So it'll tell you need at least 2,831 GBP required to start the bot with these settings. So it'll divvy that up between each grid when it's trading, and then your profit. This is your profit, the grid step. I try to make the profit to where it'll cover my maker or taker fee. So if like it's a 0.20 fee, you know, I'd want to make, and I want to get 1% profit. I might try to get it like on 120 or somewhere around there, somewhere close. Kind of hard to get it on there right there, but you can play around with it and you can get it. Upper and lower price. Now if you pick trailing up, you can actually bring this upper price down, because it'll automatically rebuild the grid if it happens to pump up above your upper price. And see that trailing right there? If it goes up above this price, it's automatically going to rebuild the grid above it. I hope that makes sense. Lower price, I've been asking them to make a trailing down feature, so that way if this drops down, it won't go off the grid and stop trading. So, I mean, you can bring it down lower like this, but I really like to keep it up where you got some levels of resistance like up here. So I'll kind of put it down on the next lowest level. So if it were to drop, it would probably hit that resistance level, hopefully, God, I can't talk, hopefully, and start to go back up instead of dropping lower. And you can drop it lower if you want to make sure you capture all the trades on the grid here. So that's how the grid bot works. It runs on this grid that you establish with these parameters. You can set a stop loss if you want. Like if you wanted to set a stop loss at, I don't know, like 250, you would see a little tag if you click this on. Yeah, check this out. So see, I can drag it up to 300. So if the trading goes down, or the coins, the investment starts to go down, it'll trigger the stop loss and sell all of the base currency back to quote currency. So like if it was ETH BTC, once it hit this stop loss, it would sell all the ETH back to BTC, or in this case, AVE back to GBP. Yeah, I shouldn't have said ETH BTC because this is what I'm kind of showing an example on, is AVE GBP. But I hope you get that. When you click it off, it goes away. You can take profits. That would mean like this bot profit here. See, it's like 7%. If I had 5% on that, once this bot got over 7%, it would take profit. I really don't like to use that because if your investment change is down, it's gonna sell that at a loss. And that's something else I want to explain to you guys, is the fact that this bot profit, you just cannot go by that number. You have to go by this number, the change number. And that includes your bot profit and the change in your investment. So that 3% change is taking in 3.5% bot profit and whatever the change in the investment. And the best way to check that for me is to click this little chart icon right here. You'll see up here, this is your investment, right? And this is your investment change. This investment change includes the bot profit, but since you look at it, where's it at? Yeah, 304. So the actual total here is showing 0.0337. So it's actually less than what your investment originally was. You really want that number to be higher. So let's look at this one, right? ETH USDC, 7% and change, but that includes the 5% bot profit. So let's look at this one. So see, this number, the 8269, is higher than the 7707. So what you're doing, this is your original investment. Your investment change, how much has your investment changed, which includes the bot profit. So this one plus this one, right? Now, bot profit could be negative, investment change could be negative. If that's the case, this number is probably going to be less than the investment. So this investment plus investment change plus bot profit equals the total. That's kind of the best way for me to look at it and to describe it. And you can also, if you want to change stop losses, trailing up, anything like that on a bot that you already have running here. These are all the bots that are running right now. I got 14. I'm fixing to add Algo ETH bot because Algo has just been killing it. So, you can change that. Click on this little chart icon. And now see, this one is negative. So this negative 31.31 includes the bot profit already. And as you can see, it's less than that number. So you don't want to sell it or you'd be losing. You got to make sure that investment change or the change number is positive. And that's this value right here. No, that's this value right here at change. So like, you just got to check it and make sure, don't sell it just based on bot profit. But check this out, like this AVE BTC. Look at the trade that it had here. Crazy. This was crazy. This right here made, I think, like 0.01 BTC at one clip. Where this candlestick just shot up in the air right there. I love it when it does that because it always makes good profit. It also did it with the AVE ETH right here. Yeah, look at that, how it shot up. It just walked up the candle. And I mean, it just ripped it, man. It just ripped the profit right out of it. Crazy. But here was another one, but I happened to get in like right past when that one happened, or I could probably took advantage of that one. That was a bull candle. This was a bear candle, but it makes profit both ways. You see, I mean, when you look at these, you're buying if it's green, you're selling if it's red dot, buying, selling, selling, selling. And then you'll see it buying on the way down, right? Buying, buying. Then when it goes up, it sells, sells, buys, buys, sells. So that's kind of the trend it does. It runs these grids, right? It's already placed orders on each one of these grids. So whenever that candlestick hits that grid, it's going to sell or it's going to buy. That's how that works. It's a really ingenious way to trade. It works really, really well, and I really like the way that it works. It's been doing great for me. Really, really awesome. All right, so one other thing I want to talk about is this back testing. Let's say I want to run Algo ETH, right? Look at that, almost 40% change in 24 hours. Man, I missed that one. But, you know, Algo's probably going to keep going up, but look at that. Dang. So let's say this is how I would set up a bot. Now, maybe I don't want the price down here, so I'm going to drag up the lower price a little bit. I might keep the upper price, you know, about right here. So that'll give me 74 grids, which is pretty good at 83%, 0.83%, excuse me. Yeah, I usually shoot for at least 0.5% profit per grid. For every one of these grids, at least 0.5% profit on whatever amount I have invested per grid. So it's gonna, whatever you decide to invest per pair, it breaks it up equally across all these 74 grids. So let's run the back test on it. So I got it where I want it set up, trailing up. Okay, let's hit back test. Here you can check your trading fee. I think mine is 0.16% at Kraken right now. But look at all the trades it does. I mean, look at that. It's crazy. And it would have made, it says 4.84% in 30 days, but it would have actually probably made even more than that. But I mean, heck, if that's $10,000, you've made $484 in a month. So it's not too shabby. But you know, sometimes I don't know about this back testing because I got bots here. I started on like on 19 days ago. They've made 18% on the bot, 17% on the investment. And look at Uni ETH made 18%. Dot $256. All these have been just shooting up like crazy though. Altcoins have been going crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much the back test. You can change the range here too if you want to. This one's on January 13th is when I actually started trading in here. One last thing, I'm going to talk about profit, right? That's what everybody's really interested about. I've made on these 14 bots here, right? Just the 14 live bots, $4,874. Let's do some calculation here. So 4,874. Then I go to my history. Now these are bots that I've closed out that also made profits, right? When I was first starting, playing around. I've ran a lot of bots and I've closed some of them out. I mean, look at this NIM BTC. That made $80, which is crazy. I closed that out. This one I had some money on KUCOIN, so these I just closed out, but I lost money there, which I shouldn't have closed it out, but I did. I've gained the money back since then. But if you take that $4,874 that I've made on my live bots and you add it to this $5,552 I've made on bots that I've already ran, let's see what that comes up to. That's $10,426 in the past month, since January 13, that I have made on these bots, which is pretty crazy. That's probably at least 5% on my earnings right there. Not bad at all. But I think there's potential to do more than that. There's so many things you can do with this. It gives you signals you can use on here. Now the bots don't really use the signals, but you can look at the signals yourself to make a trade. Like, say here's one that's win USDT. It's went down. That ain't good. But lots of good signals on here. I guess it's just signaling kind of what's hot at the moment. And but anyway, you got the arbitrage bots. I hadn't set this up yet. You know, you got to at least have 2 exchanges. Some of these exchanges I don't want to use, so I'm afraid I might lose my money. But like KUCOIN, KRAKEN, like you can narrow it down to just your connected exchanges. But see, I only got BINANCE, KUCOIN, and KRAKEN on here, and none of those are coming up together. But this could be powerful in the future. You can pick what balance you want to use to do the arbitrage. Some of these are pretty profitable, but this is manual arbitrage. Like, they find it automatically, but you physically got to click a button over here to make it do the arbitrage. And I think you can practice this in demo mode, which will be kind of cool. But it'll tell you the profit percent right here. See, like, here's one for $68 on Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash ABC and BTC. Here's $1,000 one. Huh, that's crazy. But you can look at these, and if it finds something that you actually got money in on your linked exchanges, which are these up here, it'll tell you, and you can click a box over here on the right to do the arbitrage. Portfolio 24 hours, it tells you the percentages, total return on investment, shows you that right here. Some of these numbers get a little wacky sometimes, but you know, you can see total return on investment, and these don't really appear to be too accurate. I think they're taking into account like some money I actually like moved off the exchange to put into ADA and Cardano. But yeah, if you want to play around with these and make some killer profit, I'd highly advise you to do so. I would probably advise to start using USDC coin also. Even though Tether is dominant right now, they've been having a lot of problems, so I've been trying to use USDC pairs. KuCoin has a whole slate of cryptocurrencies with USD pairs, and KRAKEN has the ETH and the BTC, the 2 biggest one, USDC pairs. But it is gaining market cap on Tether, and it'll probably eventually replace Tether, especially if Tether has any more problems, any more legal problems. But just keep that in mind, and I'm going to put a link for Bitsgap and KRAKEN, and I also got some links to COINBASE, BINANCE US. I can't use Binance, I'm a US citizen. I got some links if you want a low rate on crypto or Bitcoin, Cash App, Crypto.com. Those are really cheap. Crypto.com, no fees on debit card, credit card. They were running that deal. I don't know if they still are, but it'd be worth a check. But anyway, we got all those links in the description if you're interested. And that's all I'm going to talk about with Bitsgap tonight. But be sure you subscribe and like my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I would greatly appreciate it. But you guys have a good night. God bless. Talk to you later.